What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to answer a very important and common question. Will you have anxiety forever? Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the bud. Leave me a comment today, guys. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how long you have suffered from anxiety disorders. You can list those out, how long you've dealt with them. If you want to share anything else, feel welcome to do that, okay? That's what that comment section is for. So fill it up. How long have you suffered from anxiety disorders? And that kind of ties into the video because there is a difference between having anxiety, having anxious moments, days, hell, even in an anxious week, dealing with small amounts of stress over certain things, that's normal, and having an actual anxiety disorder where it becomes to an unhealthy level. You meet a certain criteria. I met criteria for social anxiety, panic disorder, and health anxiety. Those were things that I struggled with for 5 long years, day in and day out. I met that criteria. I do not qualify for any of those today. So to those of you that say that there's no cure for anxiety disorders, you're wrong. I do not suffer. I don't come on camera for you guys and just lie to you every single day and say that I'm recovered whenever I'm not. That'd just be horrible. That'd be evil, borderline evil, giving you false hope. I recovered from those disorders, and so can you. This is very frustrating for me because people will leave comments either in the YouTube comment section down below my videos, or they'll post this in the anxiety support group that I run. Somebody will get on there and say, there is no cure for anxiety. There's a lot of things wrong with that. First off, you are being extremely negative. You're probably not going to overcome anxiety in that negative mindset. You have to be positive regardless of what you're going through. Something else is that people with anxiety are very, very vulnerable. So they're going to believe pretty much anything negative that they come across. That's our curse whenever we have anxiety. So you're leading people astray. You might have meant to word that different. In fact, I think most people mean to word that different. There's no cure for anxiety disorder. Well, that's false, okay? There is always going to be an element of stress or even small amounts of anxiety in your life as long as you are human. In fact, I could argue that it's crucial to our survival and safety, our performance, our success. There's going to be small amounts of stress. Imagine if you never got stressed or even a little bit anxious about crossing a busy road. Okay, your chances of getting hit are going to go way up. If you don't get any type of anxiety or even stress about performing well on a major test, you may not study and may not pass it. Okay, performance, that's really going to enhance our performance in a lot of ways. It's going to make you prepare. It's going to make you study. It's going to make sure that you have the tools to succeed. That's what life is all about, all right? So we're going to always have a small element of stress and anxiety. Now, are some people going to be more prone to that than others? Of course. Either that you being prone to that is going to lead to an unhealthy level of stress and anxiety, and you're going to have an anxiety disorder, or I could just have more anxious days than somebody else that doesn't have an anxiety disorder. It doesn't necessarily mean I have a disorder. It doesn't mean that I meet a criteria. So you need to understand that part. You need to be educated on that part to answer this question. So, will you have anxiety forever? There will always be times in your life where anxiety is going to happen. All right, I can bet my life on that. So, if you want to look at it in that sense, sure, but it is not a bad thing. That's necessary, that is life, that's just the way life goes. Some of you will have more than other people. So yes, some of you will have an anxiety disorder, or some of you will just be generally more anxious than other people. It doesn't mean that you're going to have an anxiety disorder forever. If you suffer from an anxiety disorder, this can be very deflating if you see somebody say this. Most of the time, this person is very unhappy. They're not happy with their recovery progress. They've given up. And as long as they're thinking like that, they're probably not going to recover. But I feel like they take a lot of people with them when they say things like this. So don't be one of those people that are saying that you cannot cure anxiety disorders. I'm living proof that you can. It borderline angers me when I hear this. I try to keep my cool. I just try to delete these posts and comments so others don't see it. But it does anger me. I just know how vulnerable I was when I was going through an anxiety disorder, and I know how much I might have bought into this. Maybe I would have given up. I don't want you to give up. If you're struggling and it's taking a long time, that's because it's one of the hardest things to overcome, an anxiety disorder. I put it up there with severe addictions. In a lot of ways, they can actually work the same. So I want you guys to know that there will always be a small amount of stress and anxiety in your life at certain points. You may go a month without it. You may go a year without it. But I guarantee you, if you're in a dangerous situation, there's going to be some anxiety. If you have a huge test coming up, there's going to be a little bit of stress that's going to push you to study for that. Some of us have different levels. Some of us are more prone to it than others. But know the difference between anxiety and anxiety disorders. You can find the criteria online for each of these disorders. And if you haven't seen a professional, you need to get diagnosed so you know if you have a disorder, do that. That's very, very important. So the resources down below are always there. Make sure that you check those out. There is the therapy link where you can get a free evaluation, and it's a free sign up. So check that out. There's tons of other stuff. Guys, I hope you got value. Remember, let me know how long you have had an anxiety disorder and what anxiety disorders you're dealing with. Let me know down below in the comments. Subscribe, guys, if you haven't. Very important, hit that bell so you get updates when I actually put these videos out. I love you guys, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.